Hello guys, today we are gonna be reacting to some TikToks that you shouldn't watch at night or alone, except I am gonna be watching them at night and alone. So let's do this!
Let's talk about one of the creepiest videos out on the internet right now, the ghost ambulance of Monterrey. This story gets crazy, so bear with me. In the month of March 2017, Mexican news outlets started to freak out about this video, which the video took place in Colonia Industrias del Vidrio in la ciudad de San Nicolás de los Garza, Nuevo León. And I know it's an extremely long name, but it's important to know the location. Because on that area, there's a specific road where if you tune to this specific radio station and you pass this cross, the following will happen. I'm just gonna show you the video.
That's weird, that's weird.
En la 690 se supone, se dice que cuando llegas para allá donde está la cruz, más o menos por donde va la camioneta aquella, se distorsiona este pedo y empieza a sonar una ambulancia. No se sabe si es verdad, pero bueno, se dice. Vamos a pasar por ahí a ver qué pedo. Ahora sí, dale.
Where's the cross? I don't see
it. La estación no se ha cambiado, es la misma estación.
Okay,
ahí vamos.
same station.
Por allá está la cruz.
Where is the cross?
Dale lento, más lento, más lento.
Oh, I hate that.
A la madre. ¿Dónde está la cruz?
That is weird. Oh,
now after
that
this
is
video was
very
posted, a bunch of
weird.
other people tried to test it out themselves and had the same exact results. That road became so famous that Univision, one of the biggest Mexican news outlets, went to go investigate.
Oh wow.
And what ended up happening literally gave me chills. I'm just gonna show you the video, here it is.
Ante nuestra sorpresa en ese preciso momento, se escuchó una voz que parece decir la frase "deja la cámara".
Que se ha jugado bien el partido. Medio tiempo,
Yup.
no, para nada. De hecho,
I hear it.
se metieron atrás después del gol.
Sí, te lo decía en un momento. Tuvieron que estaban. Puedes decir lo que quieras, ya sabes que.
Oh,
now,
God.
an ambulance sound I can take, but somebody directly talking through that radio station, is an extreme paranormal case, or someone hacking into that radio station and doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys
That could
think?
be
I would
it
like to hear your
too.
guys' thoughts on this because I literally can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. What do you think?
Ooh, that is interesting. Like, I think the theory of someone hacking to the radio station is interesting, but I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit of a stretch because the person hacking into the station would have to be someone that knows that the cars are passing at a specific point in time, and they have to know that they're hearing to that station. I don't know. I just feel like you would have to do it every time there's a car passing by and you don't know, right? I just think that would be too long to someone have to do that. That is weird. That would freak me out. Like the first video, they were just laughing their eyes out. I would not. I would be mortified. That is so weird. Appalachian mountains at night. The reason I had to move last time, guys, we saw an Appalachian video, and I don't know still much about it. So I'm excited to see more about it though, and kind of learn with the videos a little bit about this place.
Dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the fuck is that? What? Oh God!
Wait, I didn't see anything. I think I missed that first one, guys. Is there something? What? It all just got white. Smoky, right? No. Oh, that is
I had to move
terrifying.
out of my flat.
What is
I was
that?
home alone.
Oh, that poor doggy. he knows something. Oh, I hate that. Don't open that door. Don't open that door. Don't open that door. Oh God. This reminds me of the mortuary assistant guys when grandma goes to the window. If you know, you know. Ooh, that is weird. Like I've heard a lot of stories, guys, of like people hearing their own voice being called, and or like other people's voices calling it them. To me personally, it has happened that I've heard my mom calling me before, and she didn't. So I've definitely had my fair amount of weird events, like with calling not so much, like very few of them. I've heard random names being whispered to me, that has happened, but not to this degree. I would be mortified. I'm glad that this person moved from whatever the situation was or this place that I don't even know where it is. But yeah, guys, seriously, if you know anything about this place, these mountains, let me know. Let me know everything in the comments. I am super interested in knowing more about it.
What is a creepy, unexplained childhood experience that you had?
When I was a kid, my family and I lived in a house in Texas. It was a 2-story house and my parents were putting my little sister to sleep in her crib. Then they went on downstairs and I continued to play with my toys at the top of the staircase. For some random reason, I decided to look at the bottom of the staircase and I saw my sister crawling around on the ground. So I thought to myself, I wonder how she got down there. Then I remembered, my parents had just put her in the crib about 5 minutes ago. So while I stare at her, I realize that she's a little pale and she has huge black eyes, but otherwise she looks just like my sister. Naturally, I start screaming and my parents come running. I'm hysterical and my parents are asking me what's wrong. I point and I say, look, there's Sneha, she's at the bottom of the staircase. She was gone. Around my 18th birthday, my family and I took a trip to India.
That's
We
weird.
were visiting my grandma and one night she decided to oil and braid my hair and my sister's hair. So as my grandma was braiding my sister's hair, she looked over at my mom and she said, Ritu, Sneha's twin would have been a girl. I look at my mom and I say, what twin? And my mom looks at me and says, Swasti, I never told you this, but I miscarried Sneha's twin.
Oh my God, I just got the biggest chills ever, guys. Oh my God, that is so creepy. That is mortifying. So I'm assuming what the girl saw was supposedly the spirit of the twin, of her twin little sister's twin. Okay, that was a little bit confusing, but that is mortifying. And imagine like after all of those years of you seeing this, because like clearly if you see something like this, it's gonna be staying in your memory for quite a bit, but just to be revalidated of what you actually saw that day is mortifying. I will be sharing with you guys one of my personal experience. I have quite a few experience, but something weird that would happen during my childhood is that sometimes when it was nighttime, I would be sleeping and all of a sudden I would hear almost like an electric kettle going off. And that is super bizarre because till this day I have no idea why that happened, but that is one of the weirdest things that makes me think a lot of times about my childhood. Don't get me wrong, guys, I have a whole lot more stories if you guys want to know, and this one is even not the best story that I have there, but this is definitely like an easy one, not to the degree of what we just watched, but yes, a ghost electric kettle for a lot of times at night. And it wasn't the neighbors, guys. I'm sure it wasn't the neighbors. It was always very, very late at night, and it sounded more like a little scream than like a kettle. So it would go like, ah! Very creepy. So yeah. We have more Appalachian Mountains. I want to see. Spooky time in the Appalachian Mountains isn't limited to October. Yes, guys, ghosts exist all over the year, not just in October for Halloween. So let's see this.
I hear the train a-comin'. It's rolling around the bend.
Nope. Why do still people live there? Like, question. That's a very important question. If I saw a walking goat, I would not remain in the place. Yeah. So, just putting that out there into the world, but yeah.
Being born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains, I've experienced a lot of unexplainable things, and I'm not the only one. Today I'm going to be sharing a story with you that a follower sent to my email. I moved to Pennsylvania right after turning 15. Before that, I lived on the West Coast, so I had no knowledge of what happened in the Appalachian Mountains. Nothing about those rules like closing your curtains at night or not responding to your name being called when nobody's around. In our house, we had a crawl space on the second floor. I had claimed the bedroom with the door to the crawl space. And once summer started next year, I started hearing scratching coming from inside of the crawl space. I thought it was a squirrel, but my dad couldn't find anything inside. The scratching continued, but I ignored it. At some point, I thought I could hear my name being called from behind the door. Now, my parents were very religious. I was taught that if I heard my name being called, it was the Holy Ghost trying to tell me something or trying to comfort me. I said a silent prayer to myself when I heard my name being called in that house. I think I had really just got lucky and I had moved out of that bedroom and into a different bedroom without the crawl space after my sister had left for college and I got to move into her room. I had another experience in that house soon after I turned 18. I was packing up my bags, getting ready to move away from college, and I had a lot of anxiety because of that. Something that helped me was getting fresh air. It was already nighttime, but I stepped out on the back porch to get some fresh air. The moon was really bright that night, and I could see most of the yard very well. It was a large yard, roughly 6 acres, with a creek and a wooded area to one side, a hill and a wooded area on the opposite side of the creek, and behind a small pond in the back of the yard was the road. I knew this area had animals that were out and about, especially late at night, so I took a look around to see if I could spot a fox or a deer. At the road, I could see what looked like 2 glowing eyes attached to some figure. It looked like a deer, but it was staring at me, and the porch light was on, so it was very clearly lit. I thought it was kind of cool until it started getting closer. The yard was massive, and there was a rough 3 to 4 acres of land between the road and the house. This thing was moving fast and moving very intently. It got over the guardrail and was making a straight line towards me. Even with the moonlight, I couldn't really make out what it was, but at that moment, I thought it was like a wolf or something. I ran inside, locked the doors, turned out the light, and ran into my bedroom. I spent the rest of the night underneath my blankets and muttering prayers to myself. In the morning, I told my dad about the animal I had saw outside last night, and he had only found some scratches on the wood on the porch.
Ooh. This place is so interesting. It's like, it seems like it's not just like one person that has stories about it. It just seems like there's a whole bunch of people that have stories about and experience in this specific place. That is so weird. If I saw a pair of glowing eyes at night coming fast-paced against me, oh my god, I would be dead on the spot. I would be so dead. Oh my god, I would be mortified. I have the worst view from my bed. Okay, I wonder what it is.
I have the worst view from my bed.
Oh, I don't like that. Close that door! Close that door! I hate these videos! I freaking hate them! Oh my god! Guys, the person who sends me and sets up these videos for me is Jace. And I don't see these videos before I react to them, and I am severely mortified of jump scares. If you ever watch my streams, when I play horror games, that's just how I am. I just jump for literally no reason, but these videos in specific, they creep me out. They just creep me out. Like, I'm not too into like believing creatures like this. I believe more in the ghost and ghost realm, like vampires and stuff like that. Not too into that kind of stuff. I still find it curious and interesting to watch, but I'm not too into that kind of stuff. But I still get freaking spooked momentarily with this kind of stuff. I hate it! And he has put so many of this in here, and I don't know which ones are like this or not. So I apologize for me freaking out in this react, guys. So now that my soul has officially left my body with these terrifying ghost videos and terrifying stories, I think it's finally time to end this video, guys. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you watch this one because you might enjoy it too. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye bye, guys.